There we go. Hey everybody, welcome to my kitchen. It is currently 8:19 and it's late and I'm tired and I've had a long day, so we're going to make something easy. First, let me let people know that I'm online. Alright. French onion soup and mushroom burgers. First things first, we're going to need onions for the French onion soup. So let's get started. Since it's French onion soup, we'll use the French style chef's knife. And I bought a whole bunch of small onions at the... Oh, hey, look at that! They're starting to sprout, actually. Neat. Bought a whole bunch of onions at the farmer's market the other day. So... let's just select a few of these little bad boys. And those are really, really beautiful. Alright. So let's translate them from really, really beautiful into really, really delicious. We don't need a whole lot of them, but we want enough to make some decent soup. So, first things first, with one like this, we will need to wash it very briefly. And then after that, we can peel it. We'll wash all of these. Okay, now let us peel and chop our onions for our French onion soup. The way I like to do it is I'll cut the stem off the bottom, cut the stem off the top, divvy it into quarters, and if the outside peels don't just fall off, it makes it really easy to remove them. The outer skins. So how y'all doing this evening? Everyone doing alright? Oh, someone is texting me. I bet you I know who. Gotcha. We're just going to dice this kind of fine-ish. It'll cook down in the pot, but no sense in having great big pieces all over the place. Woo! And of course, the thing about these onions is when you cook them up, they're really, really sweet, but when you slice them like this, they get really, really angry. Whew. And I promised myself I wouldn't cry. Whew. Okay, let's step away a minute and, well, A, get a piece of towel paper, and B, get a pot to stick these in, just a small one, so that we can saute them up and get them ready. I think this one will be a good one. So let's go ahead and get the onions into this pot and then finish chopping them up before my eyes burn out of their sockets. Alrighty. So there is our first little onion. We have a couple more, and these, like I said, have started to sprout a little bit, which is fine. We can actually take the sprouts and incorporate them into the soup. because they are delicious. On the other hand, the onion itself is not all that great for chopping up on that one. So we'll move on to this one. Knock the top off, knock the bottom off, and then quarter it. Oh, hello! Yes, I'm going to simmer it in butter. That's exactly what I'm going to do, is simmer it in butter and add a little beef bouillon, and it's going to be real tasty. Then I've got some French baguette that's sliced up into little medallions to use for the crouton. It's going to be really nice. You can see that onion has actually tried to start sprouting, but we kind of got to it first. There we go. Whew. My eyes. Now look at that. Big green beautiful sprouts on top of that. We're just going to slice those up and stick them right in, because green onion is tasty. And that won't diminish our soup one little bit. The problem is, when they've sprouted that far, the onion itself inside tends to have withered a little bit, so you cut a little further down to where it's fine. You can also pop out the core if it's spongy. And you're left with this. Ooh, excuse me a second. Oh, man. Whew. These onions are angry. But we'll have them singing a sweet tune here shortly. Alright. So, let me show you guys what we've got here. Come on over here with me. Oops. Ta-da! Perfect. Alright. Wash our hands real quick. Wash our eyes out. I think there's some sort of sulfur compound in the onions that make them do that. At any rate, get a peel on that onion. We're going to turn on the heat. Very quickly get a little butter in here so that it sautés and cooks down. There we go. That seems about right. Nestle it there underneath. We're going to kind of butter the bottom of the pan retroactively, just so none of this wants to stick. Also, I'm being very careful about putting a metal implement into a ceramic stainless steel pan, which is why I prefer to use wooden spoons with this, and will do so from here on out. Now, once these start to cook down, hang on. We'll just add a little beef bouillon and some water, and voila, it'll be done. For the crouton, we have got little baguette slices. Now, we need to toast them a little bit so that they will retain their shape and consistency once we throw them in the soup and don't just turn into mush. So while we wait, I'm going to take this pan and we're going to toast them in the broiler for just a little bit. It'll be fun. Delicious. You can also eat peanut butter on this, and it's pretty wonderful. Lily, hey! Give me just a sec. How are you doing? Welcome to my kitchen. It's late. There's not a lot of time left in this evening, so I am just going to make some quick French onion soup and some mushroom cheeseburgers and be done with it. Yes, food. Food is good. Food is life. And in this case, French onion soup is going to be our food this evening. All we have to do is slice up the onions, caramelize them down, little beef bouillon, little water, little crouton, little cheese, voila, we're good. Now, here's the thing. I don't have any Swiss, so we're just going to go with whatever cheese happens to be in my freezer and, excuse me, refrigerator. And I'm pretty sure I have some goat cheese, and I hope I have some goat cheese, because if I don't, the only alternative is a bag of shredded taco cheese, and that's not going to be good at all. I would rather do without the cheese than do taco cheese on a French onion soup. I mean, I'm all for experimental food, but I am not sure that would come out all right. Actually, why don't we see what kind of cheese we have while we wait? Okay, we can use that. No, maybe. Sure, why not? Yeah, okay. Let's buy August 17th. Rethink that one. So yeah, we've got several options. It'd be fine. So what you up to this evening, Lily? Anything good other than, you know, being hungry? And everyone, go follow Lily Rains. As I understand it, you are going to start streaming again here real soon, which is awesome. We're just putting in a little beef bouillon. Stir that around a little bit. While we wait for those to caramelize down a little bit, we are going to turn on the broiler and toast up these croutons. Carefully. We're going to set the timer for 2 minutes and then pull them out. Now we need some water for this soup. In December, cool. Are you going to focus on anything in particular, or is it just going to be kind of a variety sort of thing? This was the wrong bowl to do that with. But that is okay. I have a feeling it's going to work out just fine in the end. Very nice. Let's see. New games you haven't played yet, and some games you need to finish, so you'll see what sort of games do you like? And what genre? What systems? What do you play? Like, you know me, I like old school games, like Nintendo, Atari, some Super Nintendo. I also seem to have a penchant for difficult games. Hey, if you like, I can send you a link to get the Princess Kaizo Land ROM patch. Oh man, you should see the water level. Now that's some bull mess. Now let me get a glove here. One more minute. But yeah, what sort of games do you like to play? While you answer that, we are going to cut up this mushroom for our burgers. There we go. Let's see what you got. Was nuts and you weren't even playing it. Yeah, I know, right? I love little paper thin mushrooms. Alright. Oh. We gotta get that off of there real quick. Perfect. We'll set these to the side. I'm going to move this over. Try to do it one-handed against my better judgment. And now we're going to get the mushrooms ready for the, well, actually the burger ready for the mushrooms. Where's the pan I want? Well, I guess this will be the pan I want. All right. This doesn't get too much more difficult. We get salt and onion powder. Put a little salt down first to keep the burger from sticking. Burger, boom. Onion powder on the top. Well, there we go. Now we'll do it the other way. When we flip it, we'll put onion powder on the other side, and the salt will be on this side. All we have to do now is to add a little bit of mushroom around it. Save a little for later. And to get the mushroom encouraged to cook, we're going to add a little butter to it. Just a little bit, because the beef fat will do most of the work for us. Although this is leaner hamburger than I usually use, so, you know, maybe the butter would be well advised. Yeah, I'm looking forward to finishing it. The problem is if I were going to play all the way through it without save states, it would probably take me months. And save states are no fun for on stream. So The Ghost House level is freaking crazy. All right. The one after that is actually really fun, though. That soup is wonderful. I do need to wrap up the rest of my cheeseburgers, though. They're hamburgers. They're not cheeseburgers yet, but they will be. Cheese is life. There we go. We've got another package of my favorite little sheep's milk feta. And we got a little thing of goat's milk cheese for deliciousness. And this is not really made to go on soups or burgers. It's just kind of made as a little treat that I picked up for me. But because we're kind of shy on other things that should go on this, we'll probably grate a little bit of it on there for fun. Yummy. Man, that's good. Alright, we flip the burger. Stir the soup, turn that down to simmer a little bit because the soup's essentially done. Perfect. Like I said, I could have sworn I got some cheese slices, and I'm not finding them. Oh well. Best laid plans of mice and men, eh? So, we'll just have to improvise. There we go. Nice piping hot bowl of French onion soup. Come over here a second, guys. I'll move all this stuff out of the way. Now, at this point, what I would normally do is to put a couple of the crouton on top, and I'd cover it with a piece of Swiss cheese, and I'd put it under the broiler. The problem is I don't got any Swiss cheese right now. So I'm going to grate some of this goat cheese on here, and we're going to call it an evening. Which will be just as delicious, but not quite the same. You know what I mean? There's something about that ooey gooey Swiss cheese going everywhere. And I will probably buy some tomorrow to eat the other half of this soup with. But for now, we're going to improvise. And what we wind up with is, sorry, I know the counter's a mess, French onion soup. Very nice. Okay, these mushrooms need to go in with this cheeseburger. There we go. Et voila.
French onion soup. Kinda. I'm going to put the last of this butter away real quick. And then we're going to turn our attention to the need for a bun for this. Now, let's get ready to play musical burners. And I just put the butter away because I'm an idiot. I needed the butter because we're going to make toasty restaurant style buns for this. Or a toasty restaurant style bun. That said, I'll show you how we do this. First thing we're going to do is butter our bread. Preferably with a knife, not a fork, but it's what I'm holding. Okay, very nice. Put our butter away. Flip our hamburger once more. Get that back burner going so that our thing cooks. Now, fire that up just a little bit. Get a little salt going. We can put this away. All right. We're just waiting for that to get warm. Also, let's taste our French onion soup again, because yummy. Man, that's good. Absolutely delicious. Now, there's a trick to knowing when a pan is hot. Get a little dot of water on your, a little drop of water on your finger, and yeah, if it hisses when it goes into the pan, you're good. So, we're just going to put the bread buttered side down onto the nice hot pan. And it'll only take a second, so let's go get a plate here. See, butter's starting to melt, but it's not browning and crisping yet, so it needs another second. That rear burner can also come up just a little bit. And we need to flip that burger. There we go. That's getting close, almost there. That's almost there. Just another few seconds. Yeah, that's looking more like it. All right. That should do the trick. Perfect. And that is what you want right there. A nice toasty restaurant style bun. Let's wash this pan out, shall we? And get it ready for next time. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. And away we go. Almost ready. Let's see if we have got any lettuce. Any decent lettuce. There we go. Little lettuce. Take our hamburger, stick it on our bun. Let's A, use the wooden spoon, and B, I would like to collect these mushrooms but not the grease off of them. So, little trick. Oh, come on. Is to get yourself a plate. Add a piece of towel paper, or a paper towel, whatever you want to call it. Tip that off onto there. And we'll let the grease drain into the paper towel while I wash the pan. Oh, hey, how's it going? Welcome to my kitchen. How are you doing this evening? I'm about to finish up here. Uh-oh. Finish a little too fast. My thing's running out of battery. Give me a second here. And yes, this is the real life equivalent to Cooking Mama. How you doing this evening, Shame? Hope you're having a better week. And that things are going well for you. I know you kind of had a little bit of a rough few days there, and I'm hoping it's kind of starting to be a little bit better for you. There we go. I like to clean pans while they're hot so that stuff doesn't have time to coagulate and stick on them. See? Clean as a whistle. Alright, so ladies and gentlemen, by now the mushrooms should have drained, and we now should have nice, dry, delicious mushrooms for the top of the burger. And well, would you looky there? It's a mushroom burger. Now, for a nice, better throw this greasy towel paper away. For a nice, delicious mushroom burger, I think we're going to put a little bit of this sheep's milk feta and some yellow mustard on it. What do you guys think? Sheep's milk cheese and yellow mustard? Yeah, I think so. Also, our French onion soup has absorbed a little more than I wanted to into the crouton, because the crouton wasn't quite as toasty as it ought to have been, which is what I was warning about. But there we go, French onion soup. Let me set that there so you guys can see it. We are going to dress up this burger real quick now. So, scoot the soup to one side. Focus on our burger there. And where's my cheese? There we go. Just crumble a little bit of cheese on top of that burger. Beautiful. Eat a little bit of the cheese, because it's wonderful cheese. And then just a little dab of mustard. There we go. That is really good cheese. Let's get a couple of bags for this, or some cling wrap. Always wrap up your stuff so that it stays fresh and delicious. That sheep's milk feta, I tell you guys what, if you want a treat, I've kind of folded it over, but that's the stuff right there. It's real good. All right, so cheeseburger with mushrooms, French onion soup. And that's it for tonight, guys. I'm going to throw the stream over to someone else and go enjoy my dinner. In the meantime, Lily, Shame, Mom, everybody, thank you so much for coming by and spending the evening with me. Take care. Bye-bye.